I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. That's how you ruin a song, man. Or we could do it in the Tristan voice. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. I can't do it too long with the Tristan voice, though. Oh, man. So, we're actually kind of close to our normal time for streaming. That's amazing. The phone calls I had to make yesterday, I actually just made them this morning. So, I got that taken care of. But yeah, it's time for Inglorious Bastion. I hope I don't... Well, I mean, I'm fairly certain I'm going to mispronounce his name here because we're all familiar with the other Inglorious. Yeah. I know they knew exactly what they were doing when they did this. They knew it was going to happen. So, yeah, I gotta tell you, I faced his level 40 variant, and man, that was annoying. Seriously, I faced him, and I don't know, maybe he was just getting all of the moves that he wanted, but it took me like 27 turns to beat him. I was like, what in the world is going on? But then I faced the level 30 and it was just fine. And then I faced the level 40 again, and it was fine. Everybody knows about the raw farm. I don't like farming. It's boring. At this point, since we got the experience event going on, that's the only thing that I'm farming, so to speak, and it's not even a farm. I just go and auto duel with my strongest deck, and there you go. But yeah, every event has, oh, just use the farming thing. No, it's boring. I mean, hey, if y'all want to farm, you go right ahead. But for me, man, is that boring. I can't see myself, especially when, you know, I'm doing a stream. I mean, I can't imagine it's entertaining for you guys if I'm actually using a farming deck, you know, versus somebody. It's kind of annoying. But, yeah, Inglorious Bastion. Let's go ahead and give him a look. Oh, actually, let me turn my sound on real quick. Always forget sound. There we go. Ooh, gotta turn my volume a little bit. There we go. Alright, so, haven't really done much with him. I think I faced him like 3 times, like I said. I actually haven't looked at this yet, so that... I know what they are. I know they're deck boxes. But... we've all seen the joke. I mean... that's just... I'm not going to make the joke. You all know the joke. But that's just hilarious that they chose. I mean, the developers aren't dumb. They're choosing the name and they're choosing this picture for a reason. Because they know we'd look at it and just laugh. That's just... that's pretty funny. Recurrent and reward. I haven't gotten any of this stuff. I think I did get one of these. Did I? No. No red ogre. That's a good card. I remember that card from back in the day. It's an old card. Still good, though. Goblin Elite Attack Force. And I like that because even in defense, 15 defense, it's not the best defense, obviously, but it can probably survive, you know, at least the smaller monsters. Polychemic Critter Dioxoger. Interesting. Yeah. The cards seem sort of interesting. The only one I'm really kind of in for this for is the Goblin Elite. Because that's handy. And it's, well, oh man, that's the only thing I don't like. It's a Fiend. That stinks. I could have swore this was a Warrior. But, yeah. Well, for Fiends, I guess it's good. It gives you a nice beat stick now for Fiends. So you can run the Dark Necrophore deck. And the rest of these cards, I'm not too crazy about. I don't know. Maybe I will be. I mean, obviously I want to get them all. It's just like this character in the anime. I don't know. I mean, the Americanized version of Bastion is not... I mean, it's okay. It's just... I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. He's not one of my favorite characters. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. But definitely not one of my favorites. I don't really have a favorite character in GX, to be honest. They're all kind of eh. I don't really have one that I kind of root for. It's like when I see them on screen, I'm like, yeah! Yeah, I don't have a character like that. At least not in GX. But I guess let's face him. Let's see, is he level 30 or level 40? Come on, be level 40. Alright. This deck, I don't know if you all have looked over it. I mean, like I said, this is the deck that he used when it took me 20-something turns to finish him off. And it's an interesting deck. It doesn't go away. Do you have any suggestions to get my deck down to 3 cards and win? What are you trying to do? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, dude, just if you want to, I know farming. You know, I know people don't like the word farm, but or at least I don't. But yeah, I mean, all you really have to do, at least for me, what I did was I just played like level 10 at the gate, and just did that over and over. It was a pain in the butt, but it eventually worked. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm facing this guy. Let's put this guy up there. We're going to activate his effect. Yeah, if you want to speed it up, you can just run something that dumps your cards into the graveyard. Alright, mass change, go to work. Me and my 2 Ankies. No. We're gonna take out his monster. Vanilla beatdown. Yeah. Haunted Shrine! That's actually okay. Oh, maybe it's not. Crap. I didn't really want to do that. Actually, no. We'll just... we'll just do this, then. Nope. Yeah, Heart of the Underdog. That'll get you through it. But yeah, if you were just wanting just to open him up, like you really wanted him to be open, then I would just do, you know, face the level 10s at the gate over and over again. Yes. We're just going to attack directly, get this over with. I'm still waiting for Masked Hero Donkey. Not Monkey. Donkey. Wouldn't it be cool to see a donkey running around with a mask on? I think it would. Hey, look at that. Red Ogre. Red Ogre. When this card is normal summon, you can send any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard, then target the same number of cards on the field, return those targets to the hand. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm not too psyched about this event, to be honest. I'm just kind of like, eh. Keep dueling and Bastion will appear. I don't really care. How far along am I with this? Yeah, only 4. That's only my 4th time facing him. I'm still kind of waiting for Duel Quest. At least this is kind of cute, you know, to look at. I think, because let's face it, all of these where where like the opponent just kind of randomly shows up, they're all kind of the same. Same thing with the Zane events. Well, the Zane event was a little different because of his underworld duels, but same thing with what was it? The Mai event. Same thing with the Taya event. Same thing with the Jaden event. The what's his name? The little guy Cyrus event. They're all kind of the same thing. You know, you just duel them a bunch of times and you get cards, and that's about it. So yeah, just troll event before KC Cup Cancer. And that starts tomorrow, right? KC Cup? That'll be interesting. I guess, I don't know what, I think my goal is going to be round 2. It really is. I may not make it, but I think it's going to be round 2. Because why not? Man. I don't know about you guys, but it's freaking cold in here. It's really cold. And you may be thinking, oh, it's not that cold where you are. Dude, my apartment is so drafty. You'd think it was going in the NFL. Yeah, the qualifiers start tomorrow, and then the round 2 is like a week later. Well, I guess, because really today's stream was going to be just the new event, but like I've obviously shown, I'm not too crazed about this event. So I'm going to do a rank duel, and we'll see where we go from there. Oh, and an update on the new box. I did get another pull. I got another Harpy's Hunting Ground, so that's nice. And that may be all I need, because isn't there an ability for Mai where you can use, where she starts with Harpy's Hunting Ground, something like that? It is so cold. I just want to go back to bed, dude. It's so bad. Because my bed's warm. Got lots of blankets. I really need new windows. But they're never going to give me new windows. ability is called Harpy's Hunting Ground. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Oh, it starts in hand. That's usually be able to farm Bastion. Yeah. Go ahead, end your turn. Jeez, what's with all these swordswomen? I could get aggressive, but I kind of want him to save his monsters. That works too. End your turn, dude. Thank you. Blue eyes, white donkey. Donkeys are underappreciated, man. They really are. They're basically, you know, just crappy workhorses. Don't you think? Everybody's like, why in the world are you talking about donkeys? Everybody should own a donkey at least once in their life. They really should. Donkeys are the greatest. They are the greatest. Let's see if he quits. Yeah. He's about to get really annoyed. He's like, I hate you. Why you be playing that? Why you play that deck in ranked? Because it wins, man. Why does anybody play any other deck in ranked? Because it wins. It doesn't win all the time, but it wins a lot. I'm just bored today, man. Yeah, see, it loses occasionally. But it wins a lot more than it loses. Look at that. I got 4 wins in a row so far. Then a loss, and then 3 wins in a row, and then a loss. So that's not bad. Said Batman. I'm bored, man. What are we doing today? I don't really want to do ranked either. I mean, I'll do it, but I'm not into it. I'm kind of just like, eh. I don't know, man. Today's just one of those blah days. It's so cold and rainy and sleety outside, and I'm freezing my toes off, and it's just, you know? It's one of those days, like, have you ever, like, you ever gone to work and you get there and you keep looking at the clock and it's been only like 15 minutes and you're like, man, I got 8 more hours of this. Actually more if you count your lunch break, because although you don't work during your lunch break, you still kind of have to be there. Yeah. Because like you'll work like 4 hours, then you get your 1 hour lunch break, and then you go work 4 more hours. So you're really there 9 hours. Ugh. Not really, Carl. Not really. I don't, because I don't, the stuff that I wanted from the new box was the Harpy stuff, and I've got 2 hunting grounds, but that's it. I don't have any Harpy coins. Oh, man. Maroon's like, dual room! Make a new deck? I guess I could. Well, let's see. Who do we want to make a new deck on? And I don't really... I mean, well, I guess we could... I did get a lot of Blackwing cards. So let's go over to Crow. And let's... I don't think I have all the stuff I would need.
Crow will solve all your problems.
That doesn't sound right, Crow. It really doesn't. Here, we'll go, this one should be empty. I think this deck slot's empty. Yeah, very empty. Mark of the Dragon Tail, Blackwing Rising. Let me read. Oh, hold on. Let me read this. Until the end of the turn, one Blackwing Dragon or a Blackwing Synchro monster on your side of the field will gain 200 attack times the number of Blackwing monsters on your side of the field. Skill can only be used once per turn. At the beginning of the duel, add 2 Blackwing Blizzard to the far north of your deck, then add 1 Blackwing Dragon to your extra deck. I'm probably going to have to use that. It'll make it a little easier to build the deck, so let's put that. We can always change it. It's no big deal. So yeah, I guess we just do a search for Blackwing. Let's do that. Oop, that's not how you spell black. All right, let's see what we got. I got that thing, so that's got to go in there. I really have no idea how to build this deck. I don't know how it works. I don't know what cards we need. Like I said, I got a lot of Blackwing. So we'll just kind of throw in whatever. Look, I even got the guy with a shotgun. I guess he's going in there. I guess he's going in there too. Is that what it's called? Blackwing Whirlwind? Let me look. I think that's about, yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Oh, well, hold on. Mega Quake. Yeah, I've only got 1 Boar the Spear, which, I mean, he's a good card, obviously. A continuous spell against the wind. Yeah, don't if it's an ultra rare, I probably don't have it yet. So yeah, it's not gonna be it. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I have an assortment of them, but I don't really have the stuff you would want to put into the deck. At this point, I've only purchased, gosh, I don't know what, like maybe not even half the box yet. So there's a lot of cards in there, a lot of ultras and supers that I don't have. Dragoonity, probably about the same amount as Blackwing. So yeah. Oh, you know what we could build? We could try... Who would I put it on, though? Who runs good with Gladiator Beasts? Because I got a lot of new Gladiator Beast cards from the box. I just don't know which character would run it best. Tea? I'll drink some tea later. But which character should I use? Trace like, shut up. Taya and Holy Guard. They are pretty strong. I've run into a bunch of them in ranked. I don't know. Well, Dan shared a deck with me a while back, but it's been several days, so it's long lost in the caverns of Discord at this point. There's still a lot of Gladiator Beast cards I don't have. Gladiator. But I know he wanted me to use this. I should just throw a bunch of monsters in here, see what happens. Farming? What farming? I am not a farmer. In Texas, we have ranches. Yeah, I don't even know how any of these cards work either. I don't know what I would put in here. Murmillo. I don't know who Murmillo is. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, look, I have 2 Murmillos. Is that good? I have 2 of that guy. Octavius. Retiari. Samnite. Yeah, see, I got a lot of gladiator beasts now. Oh, and Test Ape, of course. What do you guys think about Test Ape? I've seen some decks that don't run Test Ape at all. Two Bestiari. I only have 1, so you're going to have to do better than that. I have 1 of him. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's so many of these decks, people are like, well, go build that. Well, I'm always missing cards. Test Ape, he special summons a Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to the field. Yeah, when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. Well, considering that I don't have all the other cards I would need, I might actually need Test Ape. Because, again, I've only got 1 of these. I only have 1 of these. So, yeah, obviously we're going to have to find something else to put in there. Because this isn't going to work. Dima Carey. Oh, I got 4 of those. How many of these guys? 86? Okay. One Retardy. Hey, dude, that's mean. So 3 Dima Carey. Okay, well, I guess, yeah. Hold on. So 1 Retari. I still have no idea what these things do. I guess we should probably add some of the fusions. Like this guy. Just throw him in there for no reason. Let's get Gladiator Beasts and 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. Morello poops monsters. Ew. Batman. I don't know who Batman is. I mean, he wears a mask. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I only have 1 of him. Don't get excited, Crow. We're just kind of spitballing at this point because I don't have all the monsters I would need for a good version of this deck. So we're just kind of throwing in whatever. Get some what? Pickles? Get some rice? What? Batman is one of the Gladiator fusions? Who, that guy? Or that? Well, they all kind of look like superheroes. Those are the only ones I have. I only have 4. See? Well, this guy requires 3 Gladiator Beast monsters. So I guess we'll put him in there for no reason. Pickles are delicious. Pickles are so delicious. I used to buy those big, giant $5 jars of pickles. The big ones, you know what I'm talking about? And I wouldn't get just the dills, I get the sours. And I would just get one, because they were huge pickles. They were like really, really big. They were ridiculous. And get them, get a knife and chop them up and just eat it like that. Oh, gosh, that's so good. Nero is Batman? Oh, okay. Doesn't look like Batman. Looks like a fat man. I got this dude. Gladiator Beast Horsey. And this is one of the newer guys. 21 Defender. That's not bad. He's a big rhino. Hungry for pickles now. Pickles are delicious. 1 Hoplimus. I think I have that. There was also Lannister. Oh, he's an 18 attacker. And I've got 5 of him. Do I like burgers? Yeah, I enjoy a good hamburger. Yeah, here in Texas, it's required. You have to have meat with every meal. And if you don't, then it's like a fine or something. Just that? It's not a lot of monsters. Okay, and I've only got 2 fusions. Well, these other ones aren't very easy to get out. Well, here, I could put just for the heck of it, put multiple copies of that. Carrying 2 Glad Beast monsters. Prime Rib. Dude, we got everything prime here in Texas, dude. Okay, so now I guess we're going to go to spells and traps. So, clear that, and we'll go to spells. I'm just kidding. They don't make us eat meat. But the meat here in Texas is very good. Simply because it's farm to market so quickly. Seriously, you could have an animal slaughtered and the next day it's on your table. That's how fresh the meat is. And in some cases, it's even within hours. Impenetrable attacks. That's not a spell card, is it? I don't think that's a spell card. Because we're doing spell cards right now, Carl. Carl's like that guy in the army that you didn't like. Shut up, Carl. I've been working on the railroad. Shut up, Carl. But we're doing spells right now. What part of Texas are you from, dude? I'm from South Texas. And it's a little rainy, a little chilly out there today, so it's a little chilly in my apartment right now. My apartment is just, it's so friggin' drafty. It's just terrible. Seriously, before I turned on my heater, it was 55 degrees in my living room. Really, 55 degrees. It's come up a little bit. It's like 65 now, but man. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy winter, but if my apartment wasn't so drafty, then it'd probably be a lot better. Because I can deal with, like, 63, 64, 65 inside. But once it starts getting into, and there have been times, dude, seriously, where I've woke up in the middle of the night and it's literally 47, 48 degrees inside my apartment. Oh, you're in the Houston area. Okay, so traps. Okay, somebody said something about an impenetrable attack. Well, that didn't help. There's so many of them. Let's see. Here we go. Intrigue Shield. Kid Guard. Hero Barrier. Oh, well, I guess it would help if I actually had that card, huh? Because I don't have it. Are you anemic? No. Yeah, I don't even have that card. Well, so much for that idea. Yeah, no impenetrable attack, so I guess the deck's over. Houston, Galveston. Just don't go swimming in the water. Not near Houston. Oh, God. That water is nasty. It's like swimming. It's like if somebody tells you to go swim in the Hudson when you're in New York. That's just gross. It's all, it's all poop and dead rats, and it's just gross. Well, I guess we're kind of done here. 2 to 3 rushes, 3 floodgates, 2 Canadians. I do have floodgates. 3 floodgates. I think I have 2 Canadians. Yep, sure do. 2 Canadians. Rushes. I do have rushes. Let's see. At least 2 rushes, so I got at least 2 of those. Well, we only need 4 more cards. I'm not going to play this in ranked. 2 to 3. Wall of D and econs. Well, I could run the econs. I'm not running any limited cards. So I guess I could do 2 walls. I don't know. I do have a Drowning Mirror Force. Would that work? I mean, I've got the walls. It's not a problem. I've got 3 walls. But yeah, I've also got a Drowning there, just in case. So I've already got the 2 econs in there. Okay, so we're doing a wall and a Drowning. How about that? That looks interesting. I have no idea how to play this, but we're going to try it. Well, since we're just testing this deck out, it'd be stupid of me to play somebody right away. So let's just go play a standard duelist. Should be plenty of them around here. We'll pick on little children. We'll pick on little Emma. A Frog's Journey. Alright. Little Emma's gonna kick my butt. Let's see how she does it. What are you talking about, perv?
Duel.
My turn. Okay. I imagine I'm gonna put this. Don't start trying to tell me what to do. I'm just gonna try this. Okay. I'm just gonna see how this all goes. The original attack becomes 2100. Into the battle phase, if this card attacker was attacked, you can shovel it into the special summon Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except Gladiator Beast will carry. Okay. Dude, speaking of perv, in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, they posted a picture of a girl covered in Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a joke, obviously, but she's naked. She's completely nude, and I'm pretty sure she was underage. So I was like, guys, y'all might need to take that down. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, that was today. It was pretty, yeah. I even said it too. I was like, guys, I think I think she's underage, man. Y'all need to take that down. Let's see, this card is special summon target one face monster destroy the target. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, you can remove and play 1 card from your opponent's graveyard at the end of the battle phase. So this card attacked or was attacked, you can enter into deck, special summon. Okay. Well, I don't really want to do anything right now. Yeah. Because, I mean, at first I noticed the cards. I was like, hey, those are some good cards, man. And then I was like, wait a minute, she looks a bit young. And that's why I commented. I was like, y'all need to, yeah, y'all need to look at that. I think she's underage. I'm just kind of doing whatever here. He has to report today, and people are saying that he's not going to report. So he's done for the season. If he doesn't report today, he's done for the season. I have no idea what I'm doing with this deck. Let's correspond. Oh, so I can bring this guy out. Hold on. Oh, it has to be face... Oh, well, I see what I can do. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. So I can do this. I can do this. Let me see. In the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, this Special summon the effective gladiator beast monster. Okay, well that's... I'm not getting that effect. But we're gonna hit that thing. I'm gonna send him back, and then I'll bring this guy out and destroy it. And since I've got Holy Guard, I'm not gonna take any damage. And we'll end the turn. And then we'll send him back. And then we'll bring out this guy. And now I get to destroy that thing. Hey, I did it! Hooray! My opponent may deck out here. There we go. Got circled around a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh groups and things. Yeah, she seems pretty young. Hey, look at that. Okay, now I'm learning. Let's go, Emma. You got this. Poor little Emma. I'm being mean to her. Yeah, we're gonna kill this thing. I'm gonna end up decking her out, man. We're gonna end that turn. Activate that. It doesn't matter if I destroy the frog. What about this guy? What's this guy do? Remove from play one card in your opponent's graveyard. We'll do that. What do I remove? I just don't like this frog. I'll remove you. There we go. Well, I guess if I would have attacked that, then I could have removed the frog. Let's see, that's a water? Poor little Emma. Why are you picking on me? I guess I could have won there too, but I'm just screwing around so much in this match. I can choose both of them, huh? Or just one? I guess not. Let's see, was it this guy? No. This guy? No. I guess we're doing this guy. Oh, I see. Okay, now I can activate this dude. Okay, cool. Let's see. Spell trap card. 21 attacker. Destroy monster. I guess we'll do this. Okay, I see how they go. So they're individual chains. I'm sorry, little Emma. That's kind of neat. Okay, so I kind of get the gist of how the gladiator beasts work now. But I definitely need to practice with them more. But Holy Guard works out pretty good. I'm sorry, little Emma. Her parents are not watching. Emma's not real. Yeah, I really gotta get some more of those Lacuries. I think I like that green guy. Was it the green guy or the other guy? Hold on. Well, I do need a Lacurie because I only got one, but I also need one of the green guys. That green guy looked pretty handy. And he's only a rare. Yeah, this guy. Bestiary. Or Bestiary. And then this guy. So I need one more of these, which there's one more in the box, I remember. And then this guy's just a rare, so I should be able to pick him up fairly easy. Did you just call her fake? Well, I've got 3 of these guys. 2 of these. I guess that's good. And then I think we just threw this guy in, didn't we? So we could take him out if I get the additional cards here. Okay. And I completely forgot that I had fusions. I probably could have fusion summoned something. Yeah, the green guy. I gotta get another one of these. Because he destroys the backfield. Let me see. Which of my characters are really close to leveling?
You shouldn't underestimate
where they're gonna get
because
gems.
I'm not planning to lose.
Little
I
Yugi?
must hone my skills and become a better duel.
You're gonna be bugged.
No.
Get ready.
I really don't know if anybody else is close to leveling yet.
I'll show you no mercy.
Yeah, he's still got a little way to go.
I will destroy you.
Here, destroy you.
Observe. No retreat.
Allow me to proceed.
Dang it. Nobody's ready to level.
Watch me duel, Seto.
You are in for a shock. Showtime.
Ugh. And I really don't want to
Leave it
spend money.
bones to haunt your nightmare.
Mostly because I don't have any money to spend right now.
Duelist.
Here I go.
I don't want to spend money.
Let's go.
Where are we going, Seto? Hold on.
Let's go, slacker.
Well, he should go pretty quickly. Oh, well. What do you mean, show off? What am I showing off? That I'm broke? I leveled a bunch up because I wanted... Well, for the thing yesterday, because the box came out. Was it yesterday or the day before? When the box came out, I wanted to have a ton of gems so that we could buy a lot of packs so you all could get something to watch. And so, yeah, I spent like 2,700 gems yesterday on the new box. And got some okay stuff, but, you know... Cab divan? That's weird. Well, this guy's only going to give me 100 gems when he levels anyway. So it's not like it's a whole bunch. Oh, I didn't put it back. Oh, there we are. This back to 2. Auto duel. Nobody likes you, Twitch. Go away. I don't get many viewers on Twitch. I think the most people I've had on Twitch at one time was like 4. Yeah, Twitch. I don't get a lot of people. I stream to. I multi-stream to both of them. Well, actually, I multi-stream to Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and some other one. I forget the name. But I think I've gotten like 5 viewers on Mixer total. I'm not talking at one time. I'm just talking total. But on Twitch, I've actually got a few followers on Twitch, but unfortunately, a lot of them don't come back. They're just like, I don't like this guy. He's kind of weird. Yeah, man. He keeps talking about fire. I don't know why he talks about fire. And he sounds an awful lot like Tristan. No, not the Inglorious one. You said butthead. Oh, wait, that's right. I gotta call the girlfriend. Hold on, let me get her. Where did she go? Heck, I remember back in the day when that show was still on, and Beavis used to do the fire thing, and then people freaked out because some kid lit his house on fire. And so they made it to where he wasn't allowed to say fire anymore in the show. Like, that's gonna stop some kid from lighting his house on fire. Come on. That was so stupid. How stupid was it? It was in that age where parents were just looking for reasons to blame music and video games and television shows for the bad things their kids did. It was really dumb. I think that still kind of happens today, but nowadays, like people, like obviously people my age now have their kids, and I think it's really dumb that people my age will try to make that argument. I'm like, dude, did it make you do stupid things when you were young 20-something years ago? I mean, come on. Really. I can't think of a single time where I watched a television show or played a video game or listened to a song and thought, you know, this song is talking about murder. Let's go murder some people because it sounds fun. Never. Not a single time in my life did I ever think that. Same thing with video games. Oh, it's the violent video games. It's Grand Theft Auto. No, it's not. It's your kid being a jackass. That's probably why they went and do stupid things. Yeah. So, oh yeah, Stan Lee. Well, I mean, it's sad, obviously, but we all kind of knew it was coming. I mean, because once you hit 90, I mean, really, at that point, we all know it's just a matter of time. I mean, for everybody, technically, it's a matter of time, but you're much closer once you hit that 90 mark. Heck, my grandfather died when he was 96. And yeah, we knew he was going for a while. But yeah, man, I mean, he had a long life, made a lot of money. So, I mean, he did everything he's got. Are you 90? No, I'm not 90. I actually hope I don't live to 90. Ugh. I would... and the reason... I mean, this is the biggest reason why. My grandmother lived to 89 on my father's side. And then my grandfather on my father's side lived to 96. And I just looked at them in their last year of life, and I thought, I don't want to do that. I really don't. I mean, I'm not hating on them or anything. Obviously, you know, they were gifted with long life, so that brings certain perks. But at the same time, there's also a lot of downsides to it. And I look at that and I think, you know, I would just rather not. You know, I don't want to be, you know, like my grandfather in the last year of his life. He was always had to be sat down. He couldn't walk on his own. He was always in pain. You know, he was pretty far into dementia. It was sad, really. I felt so bad for him. And there were times where he just there were times where he didn't even know he didn't know who any of us were. He didn't know what was going on. That's how far gone he was. And I think, you know, I don't ever want to end up like that. It's kind of sad, man. So yeah, I don't want to be 90. I definitely do not want to be 90. I don't even want to be 80. Dude, dementia and Alzheimer's. Oh man, dude. I had always heard about people with Alzheimer's and dementia when I was much younger. But then when I went to go see my grandfather again, this was like in the last year of his life. I went to go see him and he's like, "Who are you?" And that's when that little sting that he really doesn't remember who you are. And you're like, damn, that sucks. Because it's not his fault. It really isn't. It's not his fault at all. It just happens. Yeah, that's, I mean, we make that joke, Carl, but that's exactly how he was sometimes. We would go see him, and he didn't know, well, he obviously didn't know who I was. But I think the hardest part was one of my uncles, who the last, 15, 20 years, he's been the one to be his caretaker. He took care of my grandfather and my grandmother. So he moved in with them, and he took care of them because they were older and all that. There were even times where my grandfather forgot who he was. And he's there all the time. That's hard. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things you got to deal with. And the sad thing is I know that's what's coming for me. It is. I'm not even making that up. I know that's going to start happening to me. So do I want to be 90? Hell no. Jay's like, this cup of pressing. It sure did. It's not even a question, Carl. We already know it's going to come for me. But anyways, now that we're all excited and happy, I'm going to spend some orbs. I'm going to spend some orbs. I'm going to pick on little children again. Sorry, Bella, but you're going to lose. Yay, depression! Oh, in case you all don't know, JJ, I know Carl wasn't here the other day either for that, but that's the quote-unquote girlfriend Julia. Yeah, and that's how she laughs. She really laughs like that, right? It's okay. Julia will cheer you up. Ain't that right, Julia? You gonna cheer him up? This right here shows you just how weird this show can get sometimes. Like, we could be talking about Duel Links, and then other times we're talking about dementia, and then everybody gets depressed. And then suddenly somebody comes on and just busts out with... Hey, Julia, what do you think about Dre? Oh, it's reset time. All right. There we go. Maybe this will give me some gems. It's reset time in the city. Dre got mad when I made that comment. He's like, screw y'all, man. I'm taking off. Come on, man. I just want my 100 gems so I can go buy 2 whole packs in which we don't get what we need. Because that's what's going to happen. I'm going to spend my whole 100 gems getting 2 packs. Yeah, I forgot it's daylight savings. Yeah, everything comes an hour earlier now. Julia is his wife. No. I am unmarried. I was married, and now I am unmarried. Because marriage is overrated. In some respect. Think of it this way, man. You find yourself a good girl. Dude, just don't marry her, because that ruins everything. And the sad thing is she's gonna want to marry you. She's gonna be like, we should get married. You're gonna be like, no. Well, we're not gonna get married. We're breaking up. Just say, okay. See you later. And then she'll come back like a week later. How come you won't marry me? And then you have to tell her, be like, dude, it's just, They do. I think, because it's been one of those traditional things for a long time, man. They love marriage. Like my ex-wife. In fact, it was like about 7, 8 months ago. We've been divorced for a while, but we're still friendly. And she met this dude, and he'd only known her like 2 months. And then he proposes to her. And I'm like, that sounds kind of creepy. You know, and I'm thinking, and it's my ex-wife, so it's not really my business what she does. You know? And so I just kind of stayed out of it. But yeah, that whole situation was kind of weird. And then, no joke, she accepted. She accepted the proposal. And a month later, they broke up because apparently she found out that he was this hardcore con artist. So apparently he had been going, like jumping from woman to woman and, you know, playing the whole, oh, I love you thing, let's get married kind of stuff. So he could get close to them, and then he would quite literally rob them. And yeah, it was pretty hard. Thankfully, she kind of figured it out because apparently another woman that he had played found him online and found that he was talking to my ex-wife, and she contacted my ex and told everything. And of course, at first she was like, no, that's not true. And she was telling my ex-wife, no, I'm serious. He's going to try and screw you over. And so she got the heads up. And once my ex confronted the would-be husband, or her would-be husband, about what was going on, he lost his frickin' mind. He went bat crazy. I mean, he went nuts. And so she had to throw him out, and cops were involved. It was insane. And I was like, oh boy. And we talked about it afterwards, and I was like, yeah, I kind of wanted to say something, but I know it's not my business anymore. And she's like, nah, we're still friends, so if you think something like that, say something. I'm like, all right. So I was like, I told straight up, I said, yeah, it's weird when somebody that you just met, you know, you've only known them like 2 months, and they want to get married already, and they don't want to wait. That's like something that really young people do. It's kind of like that whole lovey-dovey thing. Like when you're like 18, 19, 20 years old, and you think you've met the love of your life, and you're like, let's go get married, and, you know. And then you realize a year later that you made a huge mistake. Yeah, that's, it's easy to pull that off on a younger girl. An older girl is a little harder. Not that you should ever be doing that, but... Yeah, that whole situation was kind of... So yeah, the same thing how, like, sometimes, I don't know if you guys have gotten it, but, like, on my Facebook page, occasionally I'll get just a random friend request from a woman who I don't know, and they just start talking to me, and I'm like, who the hell is this? And they start asking me all kinds of personal questions and stuff, and I'm like, look, I don't know you. Well, some of them are bots, and some of them are actual people. That's the weird thing. Like, you can tell some of them are bots because there's a certain scripting that they go through. Other times, they're actual people. Like, sometimes what you can do just to screw with the bot, to find out if it is a bot or not, is you can ask it kind of a very convoluted question. You know, something that an AI would not be able to really interpret very well. And then if the AI gives you something like just kind of like a generic answer, then you know it's a bot. But sometimes you can ask really strange, convoluted questions, and then the person who might actually be over there trying to, you know, screw you out of money, may actually give you an answer. And that's kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, a lot of them are like that. But dude, especially here in my area and down in the valley, where Brownsville and Laredo are, there are women that prey on men. They really do. They will prey on men. They'll get them, you know, all lovey-dovey and stuff, and then they will rob them blind. It's not uncommon in my area. That's why I'm kind of crazy. Always just going for that cheap way to make a buck, man. Always. I'm not saying all women are like that, but men and women both do that kind of crazy stuff. Well, here we go. We're going to get our 2 packs. And like I said, I got one more of those. And where's the green guy? Where are you, green guy? I don't even see him. Where is he? Where's the green guy? Oh, there he is. Okay, there's 5 of them left in this box. So I hopefully... I mean, I have a pretty decent chance of getting one. Credit card number. People have asked me straight up for that. Oh, what's this? A woodsman would be nice, or another Lakiri, whatever. What are you giving me? Nah, not what I was looking for. Once per turn, you can send one trap card from your hand to a Gary special summon one level or a lower ninja monster from your deck in face of a defense position or face down defense position. Not what I was going for. But it's an ultra, I guess. Okay, this one should... Oh, crap. Again, not what we want. People are like, well, you got an ultra, be happy. No. You know, here on YouTube, and I thought about doing this myself, but there are a handful of people here on YouTube where they will get phone numbers to scam artists or to certain places that, like, I'm sure you all have gotten these phone calls maybe, where someone will call you and they'll be like, hi, I'm from Microsoft and we see that your computer has a virus. Have you all heard that one? I had it. Somebody called me and tried that on me. And I played along for a good 15 minutes just because it was hilarious. And they're like, yeah, we see you have a virus on your computer. And I'm like, but I don't own a computer. They're like, are you sure? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I do. Let me look in my closet. And the guy's like, okay. And I'm like, oh yeah, I do have an old computer, but I haven't turned it on in like 10 years. And the guy's like, yeah, we're getting a signal from it. That it's got a virus. And I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Anyways, there are people on YouTube who do that all day and they stream it. And they just mess with people. And it's not, I mean, it's not like good people. These are people who would call and try to scam, you know, like people who just don't know any better, or older people who, you know, again, don't know any better. You know, I think it's kind of a neat thing to do. You know, I mean, it wastes, because you have to think, for every moment of time that you waste of theirs, that's one less moment they have to try and work their scam against somebody else. But yeah, those are pretty funny. And sometimes what they'll do is those guys will use what we call a virtual machine. It's not a real computer, but it's a virtualized machine, a virtualized instance of an operating system. And we'll give them access to that, but not like, you know, on our main machines. This is just like on a secondary machine that we know is going to get bricked, you know, that sort of stuff. And so whenever they give them access to that virtual machine and they log in and they try to immediately steal information, like what the guys will do sometimes is they will actually put a thumbnail on the splash screen, on the main screen. Like when you open up Windows, you have all your thumbnails and stuff, your shortcuts, is they'll put one and they'll actually name it credit card information. And so when the scammers get into the virtual machine and they see that, what do? They click on it. But it's obviously not credit card information. It's an EXE, an executable. And once they click on it, it immediately infects the scammer's machine with viruses and malware. Could be worse. I had Mormons knock at my door and I was eating covered in ketchup. Dude, how on earth do you get covered in ketchup just from eating? How sloppy an eater are you? What about do you want to turn 500 to 5,000? There have been a lot of scams like that down in this area, man. I figure they kind of hit, because you have to think, you know, like every now and then you may see a commercial, or maybe you'll get a mailer and it will say, hey, we invite you to such and such program where you can learn how to buy houses and flip them and that sort of stuff. And they get you down there because they promise something like, they'll say, yeah, every person or the first 100 people get a free laptop or something stupid like that. And so, of course, people go down there and they end up trying to sell them something, or they end up trying to scam them out of money. We get those a lot, too. But yeah, most people don't call me anymore, mostly because I'm on the do not call list. But occasionally certain vendors who I've given my number to decide they want to sell my information. That's so crap. What's a Mormon? A Mormon is yeah, it's like a religion, and they're notorious for going around door to door trying to convert people to their religion. I mean, they're very polite. They're very nice people. They really are. So I'm not going to really knock them too hard. But the only thing is that they are very... What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, God. I can't think of the word. They're very... like, you can't discourage them. Like, if they come to... They're like, yeah, like similar to Jehovah's Witnesses. They'll come to your door, and again, they're very nice. They're very polite. But they keep trying to convert you to their religion. And you can say, no, I'm not interested. But they'll be a little insistent at times. And so you're like, no, seriously, I really don't want anything. And they'll be like, okay. And they'll be polite and they'll leave. But they'll come back a week later and they'll do it again. And again, you want to be polite to them because they're polite. And then again, they're like, okay, well, maybe some other time. And of course, they come back like a week later again. They're very, very insistent and they won't stop. And like I said, because they are so kind and so nice and polite, and usually when they come to your door, they're very studious. They're dressed very nicely. You know, the men are like in a shirt and tie, and the women are in very nice, presentable dresses, you know. And so, and again, they're very nice people. So it's hard to be mean to those people. But at the same time, you want to get it through their head, like, look, I'm not going to join your religion. Please go away. And don't come back. So it's kind of hard to deal with them sometimes. But yeah, that's what Carl was talking about. Oh, JJ says he's a Mormon. You're a Mormon? Could be Norse paganists. All the Catholics are mean. Well, in my area, Catholicism's really big down here. And we occasionally get people that come to the door that are Catholics who are just trying to get you to come to their church, that sort of thing. Very similar situation. They're usually very nice people. And all you have to really do is just say, no, I apologize. I'm not interested in that at all. The worst thing, I felt bad after this too, but one time years ago, I was at a different place. I was living in a different house. And these two Catholic women, and they were older. They were like in their 60s. They came to the door and... Again, they were just trying to get me to go to their church, but they were, again, very, very religious and all that. But they made a mistake and they tried to get into not a political discussion, but a religious discussion with me. And yeah, that didn't go well for them. After like 10 minutes of me just completely debunking every single thing they were trying to point out to me about the Bible, they eventually just kind of looked at me and nodded their head and said, we're going to be going now. And they just left. And I have to admit, it was funny at first, but then when I had time to think about it, I was like, maybe I was a little mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. I really wasn't. But, you know, it just... When somebody tries that hard to push their religious beliefs on you, eventually you're going to run into somebody who pushes back. And that doesn't always end well. But at least they got the message. They never came back to my house. They never came back. Again, I wasn't trying to be mean, but it happens. Yeah, well-mannered, persistent, moral people. Yeah, like I said, I don't like being mean to people who are just kind and nice. You know, I don't like that. But sometimes you have to be very, very sturdy with them and just tell them, look, don't ever come back. In fact, one time, this is when I was much younger, there was a very young kid. Well, maybe not very young, but he looked like he was about 16, 17 years old. Young guy. And I was over at my friend's house, and we were playing basketball. And so we were outside. It was like me, a friend of mine named George, and then some other guy. I forget who else was there. But I am a little sick. Not really sick, but just allergies, and it's cold and all that stuff. But we were outside. We were playing some basketball, just shooting around. And this young kid showed up. Like I said, he's like 16, 17 years old. He knocked on the door, and he had another kid with him who was much younger. He was like 13. 13-year-old little white dude. And I have to say white because it does make sense here. Because we were in a very largely Hispanic neighborhood. And so we don't get a lot of white people in that area. You know, we're not racist or anything. We just don't see a lot of white people in that area. And so they come in, they knock on the door, and again, we're outside, so my friend's mother answers the door. And again, she's trying to be nice to them and polite. She's like, no, thank you. He's like, okay, well, thank you for talking to us. And he goes off. Well, like 30 minutes later, we see him and this little white kid like run down the street. And we're like, what in the hell is going on? Apparently, these gangbangers, I'm not kidding. I don't know if they were really gangbangers, but they were definitely acting like they were. They were in this car. It was like 3 dudes and a girl, and they were in this car, and they were chasing them. They were literally chasing them. And the little white kid saw us, and since, you know, my friend's mother was nice and all that, he runs up to the porch, because there's like this big porch of the house. He runs up to the porch, and the older kid is following him, but the older kid stops when he sees that we're coming out from where we were in the backyard. And those guys that are in the car, they're yelling and screaming and all that. And so of course that gets the attention of my friend's mother. She opens the door. The little white kid is so scared out of his mind, he doesn't even ask. He just runs in the house. We have no idea who this kid is, but he was so afraid that he ran right into the house. And anyways, so the kid runs into the house, and my friend's mother's like, what is going on? And so me and my friend George go out there, and those 3 guys and that girl in the car, they get out of their car and they start talking trash hardcore to this kid. You know, like I said, he's like 16, 17 years old, and they're talking hardcore to him. And the kid's like, dude, I don't want any trouble. I'm just going around just talking about my religion. He's like, I don't want any trouble. And those other guys were just going at him. They're like, yeah, man, we're going to beat your ass and all this other stuff. And, you know, and finally me and my friend George is actually pretty tall. He's like 6'5". He's a big dude. So finally we just had enough of this. And finally we just go up to them and be like, dude, don't come into our area, or like our neighborhood. Don't come into our neighborhood and do that stuff. Because we didn't know who these guys were. We'd never seen them. And everybody in our neighborhood, we were all really close. We were family. We all grew up together. And so we had no idea who these guys were. And we're like, what are you going to do, man? You ain't going to do nothing to this guy. And he was a good dude. So me and my friend George, we stepped to those guys. And so they get out of their car and they open their trunk like they're going to get a gun or something. And George is like, do it. Do it, man. What are you going to do? And they just kind of sat there and stared at us for a while. And that kid was looking at us like, wow. I didn't say a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big trash talker, so I just kind of stood there while my friend George was going at those dudes. Because again, George is big. He's really, you know, he's intimidating. He can be intimidating when he wants to be. So eventually, those other guys, they got a little scared. They got in their car and they drove away. And then when George's mother comes out and the little white kid comes out, he's like, oh man, you got him to leave. and me and George was like, yeah, they were just talking trash. They weren't being serious. And that one kid, even then, when those guys were threatening to beat the living hell out of him, he was still just like, dude, I don't want any trouble. I'm just, you know, and he was polite till the very end. And I was like, that's actually really nice of him. He was not even looking for a fight, which I kind of don't blame him, because he would have got his butt trounced. But I thought that was kind of neat, in a good way. We kind of saved the day a little bit. But yeah, I don't ever remember seeing those people come around in that neighborhood ever again. Not the people in the car, and not the young kids, you know, who were trying to get us to go to their church or whatever. No, George, as in Jorge, like Jorge. We just called him George. But no, he was just a big dude. He's tall. He's like 6'5". Weighed like 250 something pounds. He was a big dude. And so that's why he was intimidating. And me, all 5'10" of myself, I'm just like, yeah! I'm ducking behind George. Yeah, get out of here! Okay, maybe I wasn't ducking behind George, but but like I said, he could be intimidating when he wanted to be, so I just let him do most of the talking. Speaking of which, girl, don't say he's big, he's fluffy. Well, let me just put it to you this way. Like I said, he's always been a big dude, like a tall guy, but over the years he has gotten a little fluffy, if you know what I mean. I know JJ knows what I mean. Go on, get. Nah, it wasn't really like that. It was, imagine, how can I put it? Y'all ever seen movies where they kind of have those, kind of stereotypical Mexicans? How they always look like cholos, and they got the bandana on their head and the weird facial hair, and they got that funky accent going. It was kind of like that. Except those guys in the car were the stereotypical Mexican guys, and we were just like the regular, everyday guys that grew up in the neighborhood. And are you assuming my gender? Are you assuming my assumption? Huh? You ever think about that, buddy? You assuming my assumption? You better stop assuming, because you know what happens when you assume. Apparently he doesn't. He's like, no, I don't know. What happens? I don't know what happens. I have forgotten. Or is he assuming he's assuming? I'm assuming that you assume. No, I'm assuming, so assume on you. Never mind. By the way, oh my god. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I kind of figured that out, JJ. Mr. JJ Watt. Yes, we all know who JJ Watt is. I like JJ Watt, man. He's a good guy. I'm not a fan of the Texans. I won't lie, I don't own jerseys or anything like that. But JJ Watt's a good guy, man. He really is. Gender is like a thing we assume about. Everybody assumes everything. Like, Dre's been asking me, what are you mixed with? What am I mixed with? What are you talking about, man? I don't know. What are we talking, like, mixing, like, what are we making, a cake? What is happening? Yay, Mad Sword Beast. Old school card. Poor Dre still has no idea what I am. For a while, everybody thought I was white. They're like, but you look white and you sound white. I'm not white. Well, I guess it all depends who you ask. It really does, because if you look at someone like, how can I put this? We're making a race sandwich. Am I don't know what I am anymore, man. I mean, because, again, the last 10 years where people are like, you know, where there are like 20 different sexualities now, 20 different genders. You know, it's getting harder and harder to tell what race you are. It's just, ugh. I really don't know what I am anymore, man. I'm just human. Really, I'm just human. I don't have a race, man. I mean, seriously though, I mean, if you think about race as what they put, I guess, maybe on your ID, I mean, is that where it is? Because I don't know. I've never felt that way. Because, like, on my ID, it says white. But I don't have what is considered a white surname. Do I have black in my family? Dude, I got a lot of people. I've got Asian people in my family. I've got Mexican people in my family. I got black people in my family. Dude, we got people from everywhere in my family. We're just a huge mishmash of people. We got Native Americans. We got all that, man. You have religion on your cards? That's kind of odd. Because the thing is this, is like, there are people out there who always say, oh, well, white privilege, and I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. Because there have been times where people have said to me, "Oh, well, you've had an easy life. You're white," and I'm like, "Dude, you have no idea the crap that we had to deal with when we were young. Even now, as an adult." And people are like, "Oh, well, you've got, you got what is it, white privilege?" I'm like, dude, if I am supposed to be getting white privilege, dude, I'm not. I'll say this: I'm not saying there isn't some sort of privilege that comes with a lighter skin color. I'm just saying that if there is, I am definitely not seeing any benefit from it. None. You can say the N-word. Well, down here in our area, we're not really afraid of words, dude. We don't care. We've had people say that stuff around us, and it doesn't matter. Because it's just a word. That's all it is. What did Bella do to you? I don't know. She was mean. But yeah, we don't really have that argument down here. It's like a non-issue because like I said, down here where I live, there's a lot of Hispanic people, there's a lot of white people, there's a lot of black people, there's a lot of Asian people, some more than others, but I mean, for the most part, we all just sort of get along. We don't let any of that stuff really play a role in our day-to-day lives. It just doesn't mean much. Yeah, down here in South Texas. Oh, it's no secret. I live in Corpus Christi. I've told plenty of people that. So yeah, I'm not too far from Houston. I'm like a 3-hour drive from you. But yeah, we don't really... I mean, Houston's kind of similar too. Houston is obviously a much larger city. But yeah, when I've been to Houston, there's a huge mishmash of people there. And even like, especially in Austin. Austin, there's a massive, just tons of people all over the place. All kinds of backgrounds. Hey, Sam. For some reason, we're talking about racial geographics. Yeah, Houston's ridiculously big. Ugh. I don't dislike Houston. It's just, it's just so big. It's a nice place to visit, but yeah, I'm glad I don't live in Houston. My friend, I have a friend that lives over in Katy, Texas. And even in Katy, which is on the outskirts of Houston, it's pretty bad. Any farming decks for Bastion? Somebody was talking about there was a raw farming deck. I guess, hey, dude, if any of you all have the raw farming deck for him, I guess post it. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. 2 of those guys. Nice. And that thing. That's Dre after a bender. I need some water. Give me some water. Please give me water. I've ever traveled overseas. Unfortunately, I've not had the opportunity to travel overseas. I've traveled a lot within the States, and I've traveled down into Mexico. But unfortunately, I've never had the chance to go overseas. My family has. Like, my mother, she's been to Europe, she's been to Asia, she's been to Africa, she's been everywhere. But yeah, not me. The furthest I've been is Seattle. I ended up in Seattle several years ago for about a good week. Great trip though, man. I loved it. I absolutely loved Seattle. It was a little chilly, a little rainy, kind of how it always is there. But it's just a nice city, man. It actually felt quite a bit like Austin. It really did. Just colder and rainier. Travel to the Middle East. I don't know, man. As an American, I don't know if I'd be welcome in some of those places. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of places there where if I went anywhere in those nations, I'd probably have to be like, I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian. Man, I'm not getting the cards that I want. That stinks. Still can't get that stupid thing. Never go to France. I heard it's a terrible country. France is actually really nice. The food in France is really good, I hear. You can't farm them with Paradox. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it has to be a GX character. Because he's not at the gate. There is no gate for Inglorious Bastion. You have to just wait till he shows up. So if you're going to farm somebody, it has to be with a GX character. Now, the person or the character on which you saw the deck may have been on Paradox, but you would have to migrate it over to GX. With Elements Unite, yeah, I don't see how that would work. I really don't. Because, again, he doesn't show up in Duel Monsters World. But wait, doesn't regular Bastion have? Let me see.
Witness my formula for victory.
Quick as wind, radiating light, silent as water. Okay, no, he doesn't have that. But getting back to traveling, man, I'd love to travel. I would absolutely love to travel. If I, like, the first places I would go, I know this is going to sound kind of stupid, but the first places I would go would be like England. Simply because I would understand most of what they were saying. And vice versa. Or Australia. There is one place I'd like to go, Malaysia. I actually have friends in Malaysia that I could probably go stay with. And they speak English down there. They speak very good English in Malaysia. In fact, most people speak multiple languages over there. They speak, like my friend that's there, she speaks Malaysian, English, Chinese Mandarin, and one other kind of smaller language. I forget what it is. You have a cat. Farm with Ojima locked down the field. I guess you could. By default, I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, 6 mice, 5 rats, a hamster, and a budgie. 3 needlebug nests, 3 avian, 3 bursts, 3 sparkman, 3 blazeman, 3 king of swamp, shiny flare wingman, fusion run 1 or 2. It's an interesting build. I guess you would use that with Jaden. Your girlfriend is a budgie? I don't know what that means. Oh, Miracle Fusion. Well, somebody was saying that you could use Yubel.
Allow me to
And I
share
do
my
have
pain with you.
a kind of... where is that Yubel deck that I was using? I think it's this one. Yeah, I've got a Yubel deck. It's not a great Yubel deck, but it's a Yubel deck. Oh, wait. I think I leveled her up to... Oh, no, I still don't have it. Okay, never mind. I did level her up, though. I don't really like using that deck, though, because it's not... I just don't think it's consistent enough. In fact, here, I'll... Oh, God. I'm going to get destroyed here to get an insane amount of attack points. Well, you could do the same thing with, like, Gravekeeper's Vassal. You can pump up Vassal, and then you can also,
Duel.
Ooh. This is an interesting start. Oh, are you serious? Wow. That's... Oh, gosh. I gotta read this guy. I forgot what he does. Special summon this card from your hand during your next standby phase. After this card was destroyed by a card effect. When Fire King monster... Nah. Vassal and Calculator? Yeah, Calculator's hardcore. In fact, I keep forgetting to add Calculator to this version of the deck. I'm kind of in trouble here already. I mean, I know what they've got back there. Let's just get them to burn it. Yeah, frickin' wall, of course. Oh, Christ. And the sad thing is I know he's got Mass Change in hand. So let's just wait. Let's keep eating this. Oh, he doesn't have Mass Change. Oh, that actually is very helpful. But man, starting with 3 Fire King Islands really sucked. Okay, I gotta... And the sucky thing is that he's got Celestial. So I gotta burn one of them, but all he has to do is just declare an attack with this. And I believe he can destroy my Fire King, which would really hurt. Oh, okay, he's playing safe now. Okay. He's all, Yubel's hot and sexy. I realize Yubel is half man. But hey, I don't judge. I do not judge. Widespread ruin. Ooh, that kind of actually hurts a little bit. I still got a Karibo, so I should be able to survive. Hopefully. Well, I'm pretty sure he's got mass change now. Oh, he still doesn't. Okay. This is gonna suck. I can blow up the field, but I'm gonna lose my monsters here. Sam's like, I've forgotten. Well, let's just get rid of what we can. Man, he still has a lot of life points. Oh, I guess I lost. Forbidden Chalice. I'm destroying it because it doesn't matter. Ugh. So anyway, so now we know what Sam likes. You embury. I have no idea what you just said. You embury. Use it, embury. But that's okay. That's okay, Sam. Like I said, we don't judge here. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever tickles your pickle. Whatever toasts your strudel. Whatever bakes your bread. Whatever smothers your mother. That one doesn't sound right. What am I running for KC Cup? I'm not telling you. It's a surprise. No, I'm kidding. I'll tell you.
Nothing will save you.
I'm
from
telling you, man. I'm running straight troll.
Very well. Let us begin.
Yeah, I'm running straight troll deck, man. Because, you know, if you don't play any of the metas, it's really hard to move forward. But for some reason, this deck tends to screw with all of the meta decks. So yeah, I'm probably going to do this. If I happen to come across another Sphere Karibo, I'll probably get another one of those. And take out the regular Karibo. But yeah, this is pretty much what I'm running. I'm running that, and I'm sticking with Chain Reaction. Because Chain Reaction has just been amazing. It ticks people's life points down, and it doesn't seem like a lot. You know, only 200, but sometimes that's all I need. So yeah, this is the troll deck we're going with. I have thought about maybe changing out Karibo for something else besides another Sphere Karibo. I don't know what, though. No, there have been times where I've gotten nothing but traps. So, and Karibo actually has come in handy, which is why he's managed to stick around this long. I'm not making any changes to this deck. I'm not. Because it's just worked way too well. It's one of those situations where it's like, hey, if it isn't broke, then there's no reason to change it. If it wins 90% of the time, which it does, changing it would be a mistake. It really would. That's why, like I said, I mean, it seems kind of weird. But yeah, Karibo has actually worked out fairly well. There have been times where I've had nothing on the field, and I'll give him a golem or something, and yeah, negating 3,000 attack is pretty nice. Make a fake side deck. Yeah, I could, but here, I'll put some synchros in here. Here we'll get a Azure, we'll get Shotgun Bird. Let me see, what other cool ones do I... Oh, I can put Stardust Dragon in there for the heck of it. Where are you, Stardust? There you are. The Stardust Dragon in there. We'll put this ugly thing in there, and then a bicycle. There we go. It's the only change I'm making. But yeah, like I said, it's worked out so well that I think making a change right now would be a mistake. So we'll just go with it and see how it goes, because I think it'll do well. I noticed that they didn't give us new cards for the card trader. I was sad. We really need some new cards now, because even the last batch of new cards that came in, they weren't really that great. Like these, when all these familiar possessed came in, they were just trash. I've not seen anybody use these cards. I mean, and they're not, I'm not saying they're terrible, but they're just, in the current meta, no, not right now. Harpy Lady is good. But yeah, we didn't really get very many good cards that last time around. We just didn't. And I don't really need any cards right now either. I've got pretty much everything I need. And I've got plenty of gold, so if I ever need to jump in here and grab something, I can. But I'm on the fence, man. Should I order some food in, or should I just cook? I really want to order food in. I really do. I don't want to cook. Again, it's one of those days, man, you just don't want to do anything. Should I use my white privilege to get some food? No, I don't even want pizza, man. I was thinking Chinese maybe. Because, I mean, I'm all pizzaed out at this point. Because that's normally what I order, especially like on Sundays for football. So yeah, I'm a bit pizzaed out. And I'm baconed out too. No pizza, no bacon. Chinese food sounds good though. The only thing about Chinese food is that it's very true. You eat it and like an hour later you want more food. McDonald's? Ugh. Nah. McDonald's? No way. And the thing is, if I decided to go out and actually walk somewhere, because I don't have a car, for those of you who don't know, I don't have a car. But there's a Whataburger not too far from me. And, I mean, Whataburger over McDonald's any day. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's not even a contest. It's really not. If there is a Whataburger and a McDonald's right next to it, I'm always going to the Whataburger. It's just better food. It's a little more expensive, but it's just better food. Lamb over rice. Nah. I was thinking orange chicken. Or maybe some pepper steak. I don't know, man. I'll have to think. Because if I order out, it's going to be a little expensive. It's going to be like 25 bucks. But I guess if I spend it on food, it's not so bad. We'll see. But as you all know, I don't have a show tomorrow. Or a normal show. I don't have a regular show tomorrow. So if you don't get a stream, well, that's just too bad. A cheeseburger. No, I don't want a cheeseburger. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. We were just kind of... Our conversations today were just ridiculous. I'm not a fan of Subway anymore. It just... Their food... It just feels like the quality of their subs has gone down. Like in the last few years, it's just not as good as it used to be. I don't know. Because every time I would go to Subway, I'd get like the meatball sub, which it's good. But like I said, it just feels like the quality has gone down. Like every time I get bread, it's soggy and nasty and just. Ugh. No, am I leaving? Well, yeah, probably. Unless you just want me to leave the stream up for no reason. And I step away for like 3 hours and the stream's still going. I'm still actually waiting for a callback. I did those two. There were 2 phone calls I needed to make yesterday, but I forgot it was a holiday, so I had to do them today. And one person wasn't even there today, so I have to wait for a callback. What do you mean? Ha ha ha. Don't ha 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 me. I'll ha 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 your face, buddy. That's right. Wait a minute, Maroon. I think I see a little oil over there. Uh-huh. I see a little oil over there, buddy. It looks like we may need to go liberate that oil. No, we don't do duel rooms on Tuesdays.
Duel.
Yeah, duel rooms are usually for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We occasionally do them on Tuesdays, but not very often. It's already liberated. It needs to be more liberated. Dang, look at this guy pumping him up, huh? Let's see. Actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and burn that. I need a life. Maybe. Are you serious? Ugh. You've got to be kidding me. Another frickin' Electro. Alright, lock it down. Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me. How's... Of course I drew a frickin' Golem at that time. Well, man, when he starts with 2 Electros like that... Look at that! 2 Electros, 2 Gravity Blasters, 2 Machine Conversion Factories. Come on! And then look at me, I'm drawing crap. David's like, I'm gonna whoop ya. Man, frickin' Electro. His name is David. David's like, I win! That happens sometimes, man, where I just lose against a random duelist that I shouldn't lose against. You have an insane deck? It shouldn't be insane, man. That's bad. Or epic trolls and stuff. Dre would like that. Dre loves trolling.
Duel.
Ooh. This is an interesting starting hand. Again, I start with a damn Golem. I'm facing Yugi now. Ooh, look at this guy with the Phantom Beasts. Sure, we'll do it. Play one more PvP match. My luck, I'll lose. Come on, draw another Golem. No, Spear Creeper. Actually, I could win right now. Alright, I'll do one more ranked and then we'll call it a day. Why are you very depressed and sad today? Dark Magician Knight. Any help? There are crisis hotlines. If you're being serious, I have a number to a crisis hotline. I gotta find it somewhere around here. Have any advice? Well, I don't know what I'm advising. What sort of advice? I mean, what are you just? I don't understand. It's like saying, "Hey, I don't know how to do stuff. Teach me how to do this." Okay, what? No, I'm being serious. I mean, what's the dealio? Sorry. Why are you sorry? Forget about it. Why am I going to forget about it? You can't say it now, man. Everybody saw. Now we're all curious. We got to know, man. You looked at your house. I don't live in a house. I live in an apartment.
Duel.
Ooh. This is not a great starting hand. Amazons! Here's something I did not expect to see. Well, he's already got his onslaught in hand then. Ew, God. Yeah, one of these is already on onslaught. You don't see many Amazon decks anymore now, ever since the nerf. They're still around, but... if he's already got his onslaught, this is going to be a little tough. And I imagine, since he searched this, that he does already have his onslaught. Ooh, he's dumping the willpower. Tiger, okay. Now I really need to break out my my Cyber Soldier. That kind of helps. I think I may Sphere Kuribo this thing, because I kind of want my monster to survive here. Gonna end the turn already, huh? Okay. Nice. Hey, John. Okay, so now I just need him to ram into my Cypher Soldier, and I should have this. Oh, it's Lava Golem! Get out of here! I kind of forgot that some Amazon decks run lavas. Well, I know he wants me to attack, so I'm going to. So we're going to do that. And if he has an onslaught, at least... Oh, a Paleozoic. He's going to put my golem down? Oh, and then he's going to ram into it later. Okay. So that's what he's going to try to do. So he's going to ram into it this time around, which may actually backfire on him, though. Because I'll hit him with that. We'll see how this works out. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Oh, he's just waiting now. I wonder if he's got a second golem in hand. That's why he didn't mind putting it down. Ugh. If he's got a second golem in hand, that's going to suck. He might do it too, because I'm going to leave my golem down. But if the second golem comes, that's going to suck. And of course, I can't draw my golems now. Depends on who he chooses. He's going to attack with Tiger first. Oh my. Let's see. What is he dumping? Well, we're going to do this anyway. There we go. That worked out. He's trying to save himself with the spike shield. He's like, no! Well, there you go. Got the one additional win. Don't I get like 50 gems or something for that? I think my next one is going to take me to Platinum. Or Platinum 5. I will duel you, but with one condition. Only if you donate $25 to the Mission to Mars Foundation. I'm kidding. I guess. I don't really want... seriously, I'm getting hungry, dude. I mean, I really want to eat. Hold on. $25. I was kidding. Don't do that unless you really want to. Okay, I'm facing one person because I really... I mean... Heck, while I'm waiting for you to get in the room, I might as well order my food. I'm going to order my food now. Let's see, where's Grubhub? Well, I could order Taco Bell. What do you think, honey? You want to get some Taco Bell? I don't know, man. I thought about Chinese, but now I'm kind of wanting Taco Bell. I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time. I'm talking like years since I've had Taco Bell.
Anytime, any place.
No. I gotta order for myself, man. Okay, well, I gave the room number. I don't know what you're waiting for, Sam. The room number's right there. Oops, that's not my address. Okay, I'll send you a shred of cheese. I'll send you one shred of cheese. Oh, oh, KFC. Well, there's a lot of places I can get food from. I can get from Happy Buddha, which is a Chinese place. There's KFC, Buffalo Wild Wings, BJ's Restaurant and Brew House, which is burgers, Five Guys Burgers, Taco Bell, on the border, Church's Chicken, Schlotsky's, Chewy's, the Blue Cove, Denny's. Yeah, KFC's good, man. I like KFC. I only like it every now and then, though. It's not one of those meals that I can eat all the time. It's like maybe once a month at the most. Excuse me. McDonald's is not good. Why do you all keep bringing up McDonald's? It's not good. It's terrible food. It's just not, dude. It's bad food, man. I don't understand how y'all keep wanting McDonald's. It's not good food. Not the greatest starting hand, but it's something I can kind of work with. But yeah, somebody mentioned McDonald's earlier, and I'm like, dude, I'm in Texas, man. So if I'm gonna choose like a fast food burger joint, it's gonna be Whataburger. It's not gonna be McDonald's. He's got another poly. I imagine he's got a second poly. Okay, maybe not. I thought he did. Oh, he's gonna grab one now. There you go. Oh, well, he's got all his polys now. There you go, second poly. I mean, he had a good hand for polys, because he got all three polys. He's like, I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Yes. Oh my goodness. So do we do damage or we take care of the bigger threat? Let's take care of the bigger threat. Your nickname is Yugi? I thought it was Yugioh. Oh, your new nickname is Gary Stew. The danger one. No, you're Gary Stew. All right, everybody, call him Gary Stew. Don't put a backfield. You're the spectator. I think he's still got a Palling in his hand. And it's a dead card for him right now. Don't let this be an 18 defender bit. Hold everything! Do what? Do you do the do? That was a Silent Magician deck. I got different ones that are not as strong. It's a fairly strong deck.
To duel today?
Why you do Samuel Jackson like that? Like what?
When Team 5Ds needs a win, they turn to me, Crow.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
There aren't many like me.
I can do this one. Here, this is a fun deck. Y'all like this. See, now y'all got me distracted. Hey, he ran away. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess we're done. Anyways, I'm gonna go get something to eat now because I'm hungry. No, I'm really hungry now. But no show tomorrow normally. If you do see me streaming, it's probably gonna be like WoW or something. World of Warcraft. But I'll see you guys Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be doing ranked duels. Or, well, I mean, KC Cup's going to be going at that point, so I guess we're doing KC Cup. That's the same thing. Until then, guys, check the description for the Discord link. Donations link is there as well. And let me see, what else is there? eBay store, which I don't really do much with anymore. How long is my food going to be? Probably an hour. Maybe, I don't know. It all depends who I call. Sometimes they get here really quick. Sometimes they don't. We've also got a, let's see what else we got. We also got, yeah, Discord server, website, Twitter, Instagram, and forums. So I will see you all on Thursday. And if you all get bored, just remember,